Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Myself, Kunal Shah, head of commodity research. Uh, well, if you look, what has happened is we've seen a massive rally in all the commodities. Gold and silver from last few days have remained laggard and they are not performing. But the fact is that when the US next package of 1.5 billion, 1.5 to 1.9 trillion dollar, which is expected out of Joe Biden, I think that is going to trigger short covering in gold and silver. So we are not expecting major downside from here. At the same time, I'm expecting the maximum upside in gold and silver. The maximum downside is very limited to 1.5%. So if you ask me what to do today evening, I would recommend for gold and silver another 100 to 150 rupees downside in gold can take place, and in silver around maximum of 300 to 400 rupees downside can take place. But I would recommend of those downside at those downside you can buy gold and silver for next week. So 47,000 should hold as far as gold is concerned, and as far as silver is concerned, I think 68,400 should hold. So gold and silver looks good for next week. For today's evening session, we can see 150 rupees fall in gold. So gold in evening can test, levels of uh, 1 minute. Gold can test levels of 47,200 to 250. So that is the maximum downside what we can see. And silver, as far as is concerned, 68,400, 68,450 are the kind of level which silver can test. So coming from gold and silver, I will talk about base metal, especially copper. So as far as copper's view is concerned, I was very bullish and I am bullish from the long term perspective, but in today's evening session, we are expecting profit taking. So around 6:45, 6:35, one can go short. Even if it doesn't go to 6:35, 6:34 also you can go short. Put a stop loss of 37.90 and expect it to test levels of 6:30 to 6:28. So I am not bearish in base metal complex. It's just that I'm expecting profit taking in today's evening session because of strength in dollar. Similar is case with zinc. It can correct till 221 to maximum 220, but don't expect it to crash. Zinc is also looking strong fundamentally from slightly longer term perspective, and it can well test levels of 226 to 227 going forward. So I'm not expecting any sharp crash in the prices of zinc also. So nickel also 10-15 rupees downside from present level is very likely, and we are going to see that taking place. Nickel prices can test levels of 1330 to 1325. So those are the levels where I recommend to go long. As far as crude is concerned, the fundamentals are definitely very bullish, and I think fundamental में जो major development which has taken place in oil is Iraq is saying that they are going to cut the production. So Iraq is one of those members who are not cutting production. In fact, they have hiked the production since last 6 to 7 months, and now they are talking about production cut. So I think oil can go down and test, maximum on the downside 4160 to 4170. Those are the levels where you should start accumulating oil for next week. So that's all you have it from me today. Any other query or questions? 1 minute. There are two questions. Sir, now your view on crude and gold. Kavya, I told you earlier also, I'm not expecting a major crash. So evening session, it can test 4170, 4180. I'm not expecting any immediate crash until there is a major risk aversion in the world market. But my view is slightly bullish, not very bullish, not So for evening session, you can expect it to test 30-40 rupees downside. Aluminum Akram, it looks positive. I think 1 rupees downside, and you should. This is one metal which has been laggard as compared to copper, nickel, zinc. I think this is the metal which has not gone gone up significantly, unlike copper or nickel. So aluminum, I would still recommend 30-40 paisa dip and you go long in aluminum. There is a message from Anup from Calcutta asking an outlook on zinc. Anup, zinc is not looking bearish at all, but it can come down maximum to 20 to 220 to 19. Those are the levels where you again start going long. The point is that today's correction in metals, whatever we are seeing, is just profit taking. There are no negative news which are coming in. So not very negative, but today evening I sense some selling pressure and profit taking in metals. Client having a 4 lot. अनुप 215 immediately नहीं लग रहा है, so I think 219 220 you should exit. ठीक है. I hope I've asked all the questions. I've answered all the questions. Thanks very much. Have a good day.